All right, guys, tonight is going to be special. I think we're live. Let me invite my friend on. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. This is our first Energy Healing Live of 2023. We're getting back into it. And then just a heads up, I'm going to be here and then I'll be gone for a couple weeks. So we won't have not next week. Next 2 weeks I'll be traveling, leading energy healing retreats. So you won't see a live, but we will be here. We'll be back. Just watch my stories. And tonight we want to make this really special. And so Rachel's going to come on and do a sound bath for us. And then we'll interweave some energy healing, and then we'll do a gallery reading like we normally do at the end. So it's good to have everyone back. I'm curious how your new year has been on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best year ever, 1 being you're really going through it. Type in the comments how your year has been so far. And I'm going to lead us through, it's never too late to set an intention to move forward into the year. And let me preface New Year's resolutions, words, intentions with right now the earth is in a time of natural hibernation. Like the animals are burrowed into the ground, the leaves are dead if you're in a place like the Midwest like we are, and just winter in the 4 seasons is a time of things just kind of coming to a slow, right? And our body is attuned to the energy of the earth and the world that we're living in. So if you're not feeling like, okay, this new year is not really kicking off the way I want it to, I see a lot of 5s, like so 8, love that for you. A 1, like if it's just not your year so far, this is the natural time, the energetic time of the earth right now is like things are asleep. We're not supposed to be at our internal spring, right? So come spring, we're going to set some intentions and doing some work today that helps us come the spring and the summer when things start to growth, new beginnings, new starts, being visible, big possibilities. That's when it's, the time for these things to come to fruition. So give yourself grace. If you're started and you're feeling like, I don't know, like this just, I set an intention, I set a resolution, and things really aren't going my way. But just know that we're going to do a little work around that today. And let me see. I tried to invite Rachel and I think we had a technical difficulty. So in full honesty, this is my friend Rachel. She's been on here before with us. And I heard her, clicked on her live on New Year's Day, and she was playing sound bowls. And I was like, can we do that? And we always talk about collaborating on these lives because we went through our intuitive and medium training together. And she's just like the most genuine gal. And we both share a heart for, in this space of spirituality and intuition and connecting with souls, like it can be gunky. Like this, people in this space, just like in any space with spirituality and intuitive space and the medical space and the coaching industry and religion, like there's just bad apples. And so our mission and what we feel called to do together is there she is to help people find other people who are maybe just like one stepping stone ahead of them along the journey, who have tuned into their gifts to help you guys tune into your gifts. This is a community place. So when we start the readings later, we will be, offering you. Rachel, I think says you're unable to join. Can you send me a request to join? We'll see if we can get this to work. But we, in this community, we're always tuning in, tapping in, turning on for one another. Like I might be giving a reading and in the comments, you're able to put also what you're feeling, receiving. And remember, not any one person has the book on the universe. You can be training, learning like from the best of the best, the world's renowned intuitive, and like they don't have it all figured out. Only 80% of the information and like the best of the best intuitives, mediums is 100% accurate, because humans, we're interpreting spirit and energy and symbols. So like we don't have all the answers. That's why it's important for your teacher or someone you're learning from on these lives and books, other trainings, courses. That's why it's important for you to find your own discernment and you to find your own intuition. And it's crazy. I'm like seeing an aura around myself. I've never seen that before. Let me see if we can get Rachel on. Sorry. Let's eat dinner. It was spicy. Rachel, if you're having trouble, will you let me know? Oh, there you are. Okay. I think we got it. Fingers crossed. Woo!
Hey,
Like, I'm going to have to get a lot more wind in my sails if these sound bowls don't come through.
I'm struggling just a bit to get my mic to connect to
Is
this.
that how your sound for the sound bowls is so good?
Well, if it's connected, yes. If it's not, it will sound a little crackly. And I didn't use this on the live that I did, but I use it with Zoom.
Well,
So everybody will
the
just
live,
have to be honest and tell me, like, is it
yeah,
crackling or is it smooth?
the live that you did on New Year's Day, how we landed here, because Rachel's been on before, for those who are tuning in. Yeah, hi Sloan. When you did it on New Year's Day and I tuned in, I was like, how is she getting that to sound so good? And that's what you did, then let's roll with it. Do you want to
Okay.
do a couple sound, like just little practice notes before we get into it, and I'll let you know?
Yes. Yeah. Just as long as it's not sounding like breaking up.
I'm like,
Maybe
singing.
Instagram doesn't need the Apogee mic.
Can you guys let us know in the comments like how it felt to you? The only thing I could hear, and this is probably part of the process, is the wand going around the inside of the bowl.
Yes, which you should hear. Yeah.
Okay,
I
heavy.
just want to make sure, like, if I don't use the mic on the Zoom, it will sound like it's like broken, almost like you're losing the
Yeah.
frequency, like on the radio. So just as
Okay.
long as it sounds smooth, that's all I care about.
Yeah, well, people are in. We're good. Okay,
Great.
so honest, this is, I'm like laughing at how we organized. Like, yeah, we're gonna
Just
do
wing
this.
it.
And I saw her, I was talking to her on the phone, and then I saw 333 like pulled in and parked next to it, and I sent her the picture. I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. And then right before we got on, I was like, so just start playing and I'll start talking. I don't know what's gonna happen. So we'll just see.
That's the best way. Awesome.
All
Okay.
right.
I'll let you just kind of guide us in that
Yeah.
meditation and breathe, and I'll just kind of intuitively start playing. And I would love some time of just the bowls only. And then if you want to bring us back, or I can bring us back, like whatever we feel called to do, let's just do it.
Perfect. This is the live debriefing, y'all. So I'll
Yeah.
take us in. You play as long as you feel called. I'll have to stop somewhere around 8, so like in 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And then when you kind of feel like I'll just know, and then I'll start talking, and then we'll do a reading.
Perfect. Okay.
Cool. All right.
Right.
Everyone can find that comfortable place. Those of you who are cooking and finishing up Sunday nights, we see you and you're welcome here. And you are welcome to just enjoy the sounds without being fully tapped in. All right. So everyone together, no matter where you are, what you're doing, take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it here at the top and feel this collective energy. Exhale, sigh it out. Pause, seal your lips. Inhale in through the nose. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, roll them down your back. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift your chin all the way up. Drop your head back. Take a deep breath. Drink it in. Exhale, take your right ear to your right shoulder. Okay, inhale, look all the way up. Point your nose towards heaven. Say hi to your loved ones. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Drop it down. Take it in a circle. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, opposite way. Notice your feet, your root, back, everything's settled. Allow your energy center to calibrate with this.
And just begin to notice your breath. Notice the inhales and the exhales. And take a moment to notice how your body feels. Maybe you're more relaxed. Maybe you've let go of something that you were holding on to. Taking a moment to bring your awareness back to your room, into the present moment. Beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe stretching your arms overhead. And any movements that feel good to you or that your body is calling for. And whenever you're ready, fluttering your eyes open and coming back with us.
Let us know your experience in the comments. Amazing.
Thank you.
So good. Okay. As you're reflecting on your experience, feel free to comment. Let's just open ourselves up to receive from the Spirit. Move into a reading. So feeling the base of your spine, the color red, your root energy center. So this part of your body stabilize, ground you, remind you that you are safe. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And into the area right around your belly button or right below. Feeling your passion, your expression, your joy, the color orange, your sacral open with a deep breath in. A deep breath out. Inhale, think of the sun's vibrant yellow. May you feel sovereign, autonomous, powerful, and lit up in this new year. Deep breath in. A deep breath out. You breathe in, pull up from the earth into your heart. May you be open and feel every single thing that comes your way so you can be more human and more whole. Deep breath out. Take a deep breath in, pulling it all the way up, open through the throat. All of your truth made available, holding nothing back. Deep breath out. A deep breath in as you draw energy all the way into your third eye, right between the eyebrows. Pineal gland opens. Your spiritual sight is given. Deep breath out. Last one. Take a deep breath in. Imagine the crown of your head opening so you can receive your own intuition, messages, and spiritual guidance this year. Deep breath out. You can stay eyes closed down and relaxed, or you can come back to us for this portion. Rachel, this may be yours or it may not be, but the image of a seashell keeps arriving in my third eye, and it feels like the shell is worn, possibly, or utilized on a string, and that it's really special to you. So the way these readings work is a lot of times as I start, it'll be for multiple people, and we just see how it unfolds. So in the comments, you can say, oh, I can take that. Yeah, I can take that. That resonates with me. That shell, I have a shell. And then eventually we can bring you on camera, or we can just read for you in the comments. So Rachel, is that yours at all?
I can't take it.
Okay. And that's all you have to say. So don't feed the readers. Rachel will demonstrate. You just say no. Michelle found, maybe you wear it, you have it in your room. It can be on a string. Found as a little girl. Given to you as a little girl. There's a sand dollar. The smell of the ocean. The feeling of the sand. There's a grandmother present with a little girl. The smell of the ocean is really strong. Just notice if your body lights up as I read. I don't know if Hilda, if you're on, if you have a Dolores in your life, that might be the name Dolores is coming through, if anyone can take that. I felt connected to it, but don't know exactly what it's from. That's great. Just coming back to your breath. Smell of the ocean, the salt being strong. If you're in need of a message, if you have a question for the Divine Spirit, just lift up a prayer, set an intention for this reading. I'm going to give just a moment for this scene to wrap up. If you have a Dolores in your life, let me know. I don't think Hilda's still on. I'll give her that message separately. I can take a lot of that. Awesome. Okay. Let's roll with it. So now I'm seeing like these really tall, it looks like Miami, so this would probably be you. Like these really tall high-rise buildings right next to the beach. There's a walking, it's almost like a model walk, like one foot in front of the other. Like the smell of the ocean is so strong, the salt, the foam, like it's foamy around your feet. Hair is down, tucked back, swimsuit is on. You're just walking, it's just you. You're walking this way, and I can't quite get the direction, the cardinal direction. The water's on your right, the buildings are on your left. And there's a presence on my right side, coming through the ocean water. And it's your granny, reminding you the preciousness of just being by yourself. I think Dolores was the name of my great-grandma's friend. It's not Miami. She wore her hair tucked back. She also had the model condo for the tower unit. Yeah. Thank you for the help, the clues. And you're just walking. I believe it's a red swimsuit. Do you have a red swimsuit? And the way you're walking is like, it's such a model walk. It's like one leg in front of the other. You're by yourself. This feeling, it's almost like a missing of this feeling. And you're just walking. Yellow, maybe like a yellow flower in the hair, something yellow in the hair, red swimsuit. You're just walking. I'm curious, have you been thinking about modeling, or have you been modeling? It just feels like such a model walk, like on this beach, and that's just being shown to me over and over again. You look happy, it feels peaceful. The smell of the ocean is so strong. No. Rachel, do you want to add anything? There's an openness, a very openness in the heart. It doesn't, I don't want to use the word empty, it's open. Like there's a space here. There's an ability. It's like if there's a snow globe, it's open space. It's not empty. There's snow in it. There's not a little structure in it yet. There's something that can be filled here. It's not empty, it's open. She bought the model unit of the beach condo you were talking about, Dolores. She was kind of a powerhouse woman. Like, I'm just getting that she was not. Also, Red is the name of my cousin that used to go with me. Okay, good information. It just felt like she didn't, like, for then, like, she didn't play by the rules. Did she have a connection with Playboy? Not what I would expect come through, but here we are. Yes, to powerhouse. It just like, or the energy coming up in Wise to Playboy is like, just this kind of, she was like the model, like just this kind of energy of, I really don't care what other people think of me, and trend setting in a way. And by Playboy, I don't mean, it's not a sleazy energy. It's like, I'm a woman and I'm proud to be a woman. This is not me endorsing this, by the way. But just like, she paints it in such a positive, like kind of like a penthouse in a way. No, not her with Playboy, but it just feels like a model that's here to own it, like Sports Illustrated. Did she have other women working for her or surrounded by her that she worked with and led? I'm seeing with her body that I'm seeing like shorter white hair, that she carried curves, that she wasn't like, I'm seeing you on the beach in your long slender frame, and then I'm seeing her in this like dichotomy that's different. And there's something going on inside of this, like, let me go back to your comment. Yes, in organizations. Was her unit at the top? Yes to short white hair. Yes to organizations. I just feel like her, like, it's almost like a penthouse vibe, where we have similar bodies, big boobs, lucky girls. Yeah, like these high level organization meetings were going on in this. If it wasn't the penthouse, I don't feel like she was on the ground floor at all. And there's lots of gold. It's almost like there's just like showing like gold paper. The table's black, but like it's just like the paper's gold. Let me know if that makes any significance to you. I'm seeing pennies in a jar, like there was like a jar of money. And these women were there talking about money. It was the ground. Okay, well, there we are. Because she's like not the top. The status feels very elevated and whatever's happening. in this place? Um, was she kind of famous or just like well known in her community? And the question that comes up is like, why did grandma, I believe she was your grandma's friend. Is that right, Rachel? Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like your grandma's friend. Like, why did your grandma hang out with her?
Mm.
Yes, very elevated status. It's almost like your grandma knew that she had in her what this woman does, and it just felt natural to be around. She was famous when she was younger. For those watching, I'm reading another medium right now, so it's easier and it's harder in the same way. She's probably getting all the. She's probably one step ahead of me in this reading. I'm I'm feeling into some like why the connection here of like why the beach, why she's here, like what is she wanting to give you, other than this, just this like kind of triangle trickle down. Like there's Dolores and there's your grandma and there's you and there's a similar theme with all three of these women. Um, was she when you said she was famous when she was younger? I'm like pulling like what she was famous for. I'm like seeing Blockbuster or movies or like she had something to do with like a presence and possibly on film. Photos of gold, lots of gold, like gold jewelry, gold paper, gold swimsuit, gold. Like there's a lot of gold going on. Yeah, let me know. I'll stop there. Not movies. Was she a model? It's a tricky one. I feel like I almost get like Marilyn Monroe vibes. If she was Marilyn Monroe, I'm going to lose it. But I'm not getting it with her. Um, she's like, come on, Jen, let's wrap this up. I hear you, Dolores. I hear you. Um, I'll be honest, this one is harder for me. She's like, level up. She's a pusher. She's kind of like a coach, like to other women. Like she's like pushing me right now, and I appreciate it, but it's hard. This condo she lived in is very nice. Um, she was famous for one specific hobby. I'm seeing a racket and a ball. Like photos of her were taken. I know that for sure. Hmm. This isn't in Miami, Sloan? You said it's not? I just feel like there's a piece or a place there for you to visit. I'm going to see if she wants to come on. You don't have to accept this if you're not in the place. Yeah, she played tennis and lots of photos for her. Okay, so she was a tennis player. Well, dang, girl. And it just feels like ladies at the time were like, oh my God. Like she's just reinventing the status for women. It's amazing. Um, thank you, Dolores, for showing me tennis. You could take the shell. Why do you think she's here for you? Do you have a question? Oh, there's one.
Sorry, I just got out of the shower, so that was like I almost pressed live and I was like, I'm still naked. um Hi guys.
Yeah.
I'm here and I just took off a mud mask. But
Your
you
skin
got
looks
her
great.
pretty well. Pretty good. Like it's interesting. I knew immediately like I got the medium tingle when you were talking about the condo because they were towers and even the way that you were describing like the way you were walking, there were towers and there was this walkway through the towers. And I just like totally felt like you were talking about that and being able to like walk to the beach from this place. Um, I'm trying to repeat back the things that you did. I do have a red bathing suit that I like wore all over in Greece and like took all these photos with.
And your long
So
legs are like,
yes, I did that. That's like I have that, but also it's the name of my cousin who we were really close at that time when we had this condo. And even when we went and cleaned it out, Red was there. Um, And then, okay, so she was famous for something really specific, but it's kind of, you know me. But and it might be just too easy for you to just jump right over. But I don't know if the model thing, they love to watch old movies and like Marilyn Monroe, those kind of things. They would watch them every night and we'd all
Okay.
together. Um, but she was famous for horses.
Okay.
Like,
What was the tennis? She played tennis,
oh,
but that's not what she was famous for.
well known for tennis, but I feel like her husband was more well known for it. Like they were the first ones to bring clay courts to Tennessee or into Memphis. And clay courts is like a really special kind of court within the tennis world. And so, and then they had tennis courts at their house that were like gorgeous, and they would have tennis groups come and play all the time. So they were like really known for that. And she was very much like in definitely like a social networker, was ran a household of women that like worked for our family. And then
Okay.
also she also had like she would work for like fundraisers and organizations and like fundraise money. That's why you're seeing all the like the gold.
Okay.
Um,
There was a lot of gold.
yeah. I think that she's also talking about me. I'm okay. But yeah, it was really sweet. It's just like great to know that she's here. Oh my God. And before you requested me to come on, I was like, oh my God, I should go on right now because like I was like, here's my towels and stuff. I'm like just got out of the shower
Yeah.
and that's her.
Oh, no.
So she used
That's,
to have her hair tucked back, like you said, and saw, and
yeah.
then you saw white short hair was what she cut her hair off really short when she was older, but before she would have like kind of longer hair and tuck it back. And you said that, and then but yeah, so and then she cut it off like when she got older and it was like cut it up, she just cut it white and short, and that's how I remember it like when she was older. So,
Amazing.
but
So,
I mean, when we say that, like this woman has, she had a artist. This is made by this artist who's also passed, and it also comes through. But she had like a big farm, and there were like artists that would like live on this farm, and they would do like portraits of her all the time. So our family has like thousands of portraits of Grams, like so, and her dogs. So, yeah. And then with the horses, like she was like world renowned. And like it's really interesting because like back in the day, you didn't have TV. You didn't have like it was beyond like the celebrity. It was more in the celebrity realm, but like instead of like Instagram, like you'd have to travel to these like fairs. Fairs were like where everyone would like gather and link up, you know? And
yeah,
so at these fairs, they would have all these different things, but they would have horse shows at the fairs. And my great grandmother had like world-class horses
yeah.
from all around
They
the world.
were they
Yeah.
were both really wealthy, but
Yeah.
Dolores maybe kind of spearheading some of these endeavors.
Dolores, I don't know if she's passed, but what's interesting is that my great grandmother had this best friend, and I think her name was Dolores, but we called her something different.
Okay. But
Um,
this was your great grandma, all of these things.
yeah, all of these things are my great grandmother. The
Okay.
Dolores, which is interesting, is I'm actually, which she may have passed. She probably has passed. But what's interesting about you bringing up her best friend, because when she was older, she had like a best friend that would go and hang out at the house, still like girls, girl, you know, just sit and chat. They would just like, we had a library and they would like lay there and just talk. But what's interesting is that tomorrow, I think I may be going to dinner with my great grandmother's goddaughter and Dolores's daughter-in-law.
Okay.
So that's what's interesting about you bringing that up. I think I'm going to like a women's networking event and it's like in her circle and I think she's probably going to be there. So,
That's so what did then why did they come through tonight and then like what are they saying to you and what is the message for you?
well, I think a lot of well, you can just look back and what you're saying, but like to me, um, well, it's interesting I feel like you got a message about the heart and just
Mhm.
like what's interesting is like you said something like it's what did you say?
It's not empty, it just has space.
Yeah, it's not empty, it has space, which is like kind of what I'm going through right now. I'm gonna be honest, transition is not easy. Like I had a panic attack yesterday, even with all my tools, I was like, oh my God, I think I need to go to the hospital. Like couldn't breathe. And then I
Mhm.
was like, no, you got this. You have all the tools. Just get through it. Because I'm in transition and I like threw myself um into this position. I was called home and but at the same time, um, I think that I just feel sometimes those sensations of feeling like, oh, am I lost? Am I like, and I just keep telling myself, like, no, you're open because it is very much, I feel like I'm like on this advanced manifestation play, where it's like, oh no, I'm like purposely creating space and calling things in. Where before I used to do that so unconsciously, but now I've moved to new city, and I've like totally developing a whole new life, and it's so exciting for me to be able to play. And also there's moments where I'm like, WTF, like, what the hell, right? And I also know that that's just a part of the process and being able to just stand up strong and be able to move through it. But, um, and I keep telling myself, like, no, you're not broken. Like your heart is open. You have space. That's what's going on. And
Yeah.
then the other thing is the interesting part of the way that she's coming in, and I think this is really important for mediumship, is like the way they show themselves, right? Because they have so many different multi dimensions, like we all do, right? Like she was also a homebody, she was also this, like, but um, the way she's showing herself as like a socialite, as someone that's like out in the community, being like a leader, um, that you just kept reiterating, and also being a woman of society. Um, I feel as if I feel like she's giving me reassurance to like crack that code here in Memphis
Yeah.
because I mean, I know Rachel knows what I'm talking about when I'm just
Mhm.
saying like southern women that
Yeah.
are
Well,
like
Kansas,
it can be intimidating
Kansas
sometimes.
isn't much different.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. It can be intimidating, and I'm like, I'm here, and I feel as if I've healed. I'm in mediumship, and I'm like, here we go. I'm just gonna be me and authentic and show up in a world that I didn't feel safe with being authentic in before, and now I'm here, I'm healed, I'm confident in who I am, and I'm gonna show up and come back into these like societies. And I feel like just the message that I got from what you gave me was that she's reassuring me, and I
Mhm.
felt as if she's also reminding me that like it is who I am. Also, like I've ran in my families have ran generations in these circles of women. So like I belong here. I feel like that's what she's giving me. That's what I'm getting from the reading.
No,
So
that makes so much sense and it's helpful because sometimes, I mean, you've seen me read before and it's like, oh, it's really clear what comes through. And sometimes I'm like, I just am going to give you the information and make sense of it.
yeah, it's interesting, especially with mediumship, when you can be like, I think I wrote a post on this. It's like, it's crazy how you can literally be talking about something different, but the sitter is totally getting what they need.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
And
perfect. That
I don't even think it matters because it's like you're just saying the cue words that are important, you know?
that takes pressure off to like have to crack the codes and give the message and know what it means and do everything when you're just like, what so what was it about was the shell significant and what place was I seeing? Like where did she live?
Oh, Delray.
Okay,
Mm.
where's that?
It's like an hour, 2 hours from Miami.
Okay.
It's like an hour and a half from Miami, right,
Okay.
Rachel? Like,
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes north of me. Yeah.
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 So yeah. Um,
Awesome.
so it's kind of near. It's kind of near.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for. I was Sloan was messaging me earlier. She's like, "Oh, I want to join. Would that make you nervous?" Because she's been a mentor along the way. Like, no, because our last training, I when we were reading, I actually just serendipitously read for you, and I was like, "No, I got over that the last time," and then here it is again. I'm like,
Yeah, here it is again. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I mean, you're so on point. Both of you ladies are just so good. I loved having you guys in SDC, and I'm just so grateful. Thank you for bringing up my great grandmother. I really am going through one of the harder parts of this transition, and it's just
yeah,
really great to like hear that she's with me. I love her so much, and honestly, I would love to be just like her, just the way you described. So, and the seashells, we used to collect seashells.
Okay.
We used to
That
collect seashells. And yeah. And it's interesting. I carry a seashell with me in my car everywhere I
okay.
go.
I was getting that. I was
But
like, she carries it with her.
it's not one from her. But then when you started saying, and like I was like, that's weird. I carry a seashell with me everywhere I go. But then when it was given to me by my mentor, but it's like hidden in my car. It's like this weird thing. So yeah, that's
Sloan is the reason I started on my journey. 1/3, I said. That's amazing.
I was that one. I
Yeah.
love him. He's amazing. He has great posts, by the way. Definitely follow him and an amazing podcast that I hope to be on soon.
Okay. Well, thank you
So thank you guys.
so much. That was awesome. And I feel that message from like a couple nights ago of like just remember who you are and what your interests are. That's where you are. Like that's your
Yeah,
lane.
you totally got it. And I think it's just surrendering. You don't need to figure it out because you never will. Because you don't have the experiences of other people. Only got your experiences. So you
Yeah.
just stick to that. You're doing great. So thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks, ladies. Rachel, thank you for the amazing sound bath.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay.
Aw.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.